All right, well, it's that time again. We got another BlueBrixx order, and this one's gonna be a little bit different. I normally already have these out of the box, but and this box looks a little beat up on this end. Hopefully everything inside is okay. Again, international shipping. This has got to come all the way from Poland, so it's just how it is. No, not Poland, Germany. I'm getting them mixed up with BlueBrixx now. Which I have seen people do. Someone was like, I can't find the sets. I only see tracks. I'm like, you're probably looking at the BlueBrixx website instead of BlueBrixx. So, okay. We have 5 boxes here. So let's get these pulled out and get this out of the way. All right. Okay, so they're all going to be on this side. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, this is a Boxcar, or whatever that says. And, yep, 20 euro, not too bad. Can't really, you can kind of see what it looks like, but yeah, I think it looks pretty good. We're going to give this one a try. This is some kind of, maybe it's for mail or something like that. It looks like something you'd see on Thomas the Tank Engine. A couple more euro for this one. I'm drawing a blank on the exact number. I think it's anything above 106 and then anything after, which these are, should have the new train wheels. And that's exactly why I placed this order. I want the new train wheels and I want to compare them to other train wheels and see how they do. So I imagine in this video, I'll kind of give a first impression of them, but I'm actually going to do tests and I'm going to have just run the gauntlet with like, I think 6 or 7 different places you can get these train wheels from and see how they compare and how they stack up to each other. It'll be a big project, but it's something I'm really looking forward to and something that's very important to me because I want to know where the best place to get wheels from is, because Lego is just so expensive and there's not a 100% guarantee which style you'll get. We'll get into that in that video. That's a whole nother thing. But anyways, I bought 3 of those just to have a good assortment of the new train wheels and to give them a try. So this is the most recent set. I'll just quickly open the box. I kind of probably say this on all of them, but yeah, the instructions are going to be on their website. You just you have to create an account and then you can log in and download them, but you can see there's no instructions. They don't even have numbered bags on these sets. I do believe some of the sets may have numbered bags. Let's go ahead and... All right, you probably couldn't hear me over that bag. So that, I think this mold is the same. I don't think that's changed. All right, I'm gonna make a mess if I try to get all these individual pieces out for the wheels, but we're definitely gonna put these through their paces and see how they do. So, looking forward to that. And yeah, just to clarify, none of this was sponsored or anything like that. This was all purchased out of pocket, especially for the train wheels, because I don't want any paid promotion on that video. This is gonna be who has the best train wheels. It doesn't matter to me who wins. No one's paying me, you know, so not that that would skew the results anyways, but it's just one of those things. So I guess from here, we'll transition upstairs and show the completed models. All right, so let's check these out. I know I said we'll check them out upstairs. We will. I want to show them on a layout running and everything. But I just want to get some kind of close-up good shots of what these look like. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with them. This one, I'm wondering about like the wheelbase and the buffers. Like I wonder how well that's gonna do around curves and everything. It seems like in later sets they were more cognizant of those kind of things. So we'll test it. We'll try it out. So yeah, these got doors that open and close, and they're they shouldn't flop around while it's driving around the layout. They stay in place fairly well. We've got some kind of detail and greebling down here in the bottom for the undercarriage. So that looks pretty good. These, yeah, so they have like these little, they're like very short little tubes that fit. It's kind of like a double stud kind of thing, and they work really well to attach things like that. I can't believe Lego doesn't really have that, when even like Mega Bloks, I think, had that, like, you know, decades ago. I remember having pieces as a kid. They might have been Tyco that had studs on two sides, but they weren't quite that, where you could really get a flush look. You know, the pieces feel fine. You've got like this kind of pattern in the silver bricks up top. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it's fine, you know. So yeah, that's the first one. Again, I don't know what you'd call it, and I don't know what it's supposed to be. This one is supposed to be a boxcar, obviously. And looking at the dust on the top, yeah, I've had a lot of projects I've been juggling lately. So this has the old wheels just like the other one. There's a little bit of detail on the bottom. Sliding doors, just like the other one. I like the roof. I think they did a pretty good job with this roof detail. And you've got, you know, like the ladders and the little details on the ends and everything. So they look pretty good. I don't know if I can show it in here, but yeah. In the original way this is built, there's a tile on top of this piece, a round tile with a hole in it, and that would prevent the bogies from turning the way they should. You should never really have 2 layers of plates or tiles or whatever where your bogie plates attach. You know, this is a 5mm pin, where I think they actually did have a version with 7mm. But you want to have a little bit of play this way. You want it to be able to turn freely. So I just did not use that round tile, and everything was fine. It's just one of those things. Again, in newer sets, I think they've kind of accounted for that. Just like this one. If you can see in there, there are some rounded tiles, and that goes around where the pin goes through. So yeah, the pin is fine. It's only going through one plate. And one thing that was a little bit annoying about this was all this work here with the bars. These bars aren't quite long enough to really do this. Like, they're barely in there. I don't even want, like, you can probably see it's not even all the way into the stud there, and it's only barely into this piece up top here. So it's very finicky, tough to build. These I don't think were as bad on the sides, but it was mostly these, and again, I bought 3 of them. So that was the biggest pain point with this. But in the end, it looks great. I mean, I do like the look of it, for sure. All the pieces felt fine. I will show you an example of some pieces that don't quite feel like Lego. I meant to bring a plate down here that was official Lego, but you'll notice this piece has a good bit of flex to it. And it's really only the longer plates that you'll really notice that, especially if the 2 wide plates, I guess, and maybe 1 wide as well. You know, it's fine. It doesn't cause any problems. But to some people, just the slightest bit of it feeling cheap will turn them off. And, you know, just to let people know that. So yeah, these are removable. So you can have it just open like that. And it's even got kind of you could put some pieces through there. And I guess they dump out there. A little bit of a play feature. I don't know how well it works. It's not something I'm going to use. But it's there. You know, it was in the design. And again, these have the new train wheels. So we can kind of see. You can see how loud these are. Let's compare it to this one. And it's a little bit quieter. And I think one of the differences is this axle is a little bit longer in this one. Or maybe, I don't know, it's hard to tell. But yeah, these are much looser. The wheels are loose on the axle. Whereas this one, you had to really press down to get them on there. Let me see if I can. It's a pain to pull out. But yeah, these have no, you know, it can turn, but not very much. You know, to get these on, you know, it takes a bit of pressure to get them to snap on. And we'll compare that here, because I think that's kind of the main difference. Oh, yep. There they go. So yeah, these are much looser. So I think that would help, with the differential going around the corners and stuff. And I guess it helps with the noise as well too. So I want to compare these. I have a layout upstairs that has lots of switches and stuff, so we'll kind of see how it does through the switches, and maybe get a quick peek at the rolling resistance between them. I don't know if I can't really compare them directly, but that is a video. I'm planning on an upcoming video where I want to see who makes the best train wheels. So that'll be for that video. So let's take these upstairs and see them on a layout. All right, so I've got them hooked up to a train here, and I've got this set aside just to show you this. This is a problem. Maybe there's 3 versions of train wheels, because it's hard to do one-handed, but yeah, it does not work. I just put it on the track and it immediately started derailing even on straight pieces, but the wheels aren't spaced correctly. The Boxcar seems okay, even though, they're both the older style of wheels, and I even took one of these sets of wheels off the bogie and tried it, and didn't have those issues. So that's really weird. So that's just something to keep in mind. It'll say you bought a few of these and you really liked them. That doesn't mean that everything on the website is going to be the same parts and everything. That's kind of what I'm really starting to learn about third-party companies. They're figuring things out. But again, I even said this in the last video where I did the tanker wagons. The cost is so much lower. You could absolutely just buy these up and then supply your own train wheels, whether you want to use official Lego or if you have another source for them. So that's just something to definitely keep in mind. I do think these are better, but they're not perfect. So let's do a quick kind of roll test here. I'll move the train up a little bit. Okay. So yeah, absolutely not scientific. I'm going to do better tests later on. These roll pretty well. What I don't like about them, and these are the new wheels, I don't know if you can hear that noise. That sounds to me like the flanges dragging on the rails. It's just not something I would normally hear with like Lego wheels. So you can hear that added resistance through the curves, and I think that's something I think that's the flanges dragging. But it's definitely an improvement. And this is the Boxcar for comparison. This is the older wheels, or the middle wheels between these two. I don't know. You can see they are louder, and the rolling resistance is pretty bad. Definitely worse than the newer wheels, but I'm not 100% satisfied with those. Again, for wheels, we'll deep dive into that later on. So let me pull this forward a little bit. And just for comparison, let's take a Lego car. This is 100% fully Lego here. And you don't have that dragging around corners. Like I said, it's mostly just an audible, I know that sound. And then as far as rolling resistance, these are pretty great. The Lego wheels, especially the 9-volt version, before the Power Functions version, we'll get into the versions later, they're going to be hard to beat. So in order to show these rolling around the layout, I've got to swap these wheels out with something. I have BlueBrixx wheels from the tanker wagon, so I'm going to grab 2 of those and put them on there. All right, well, guess what? Same problem I had before. It just falls right between. I don't know how I didn't have that problem with the tanker wagons. I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm going crazy here, but it just immediately just falls through on straight sections. And all this track, there's a bunch of different tracks. But that's why I made sure to pick up an official Lego piece. See if you can see the logo here. just to make sure, you know, it wasn't something cheap I got on AliExpress or something. Honestly, I mean, like this Y switch here, this triple switch here, the double crossovers, those are all from AliExpress. These switches are from BlueBrixx. So yeah, there's absolutely a mix of different tracks here. But this isn't even working on official Lego track. So that's, you know, it is disappointing, but again, they did design new wheels. I'm just not as thrilled with them as I hoped I would be. So let's just go ahead and roll this through. Oh, okay, I'm just, uh-oh. Whoops. All right, got her fixed. Let's go a little faster. So far so good. Maybe it wasn't quite back on the rails. I'm just making a fool of myself here. Oh, come on. These magnets are a pain in the butt, and these are official Lego ones, and I've actually had better luck with third-party ones where you don't have to flip them around and stuff to make them work. So the one that's squeaking, pretty sure it's a Boxcar. So what we're going to do on this next pass is run through a few switches and see how it does. Okay, so no derailments there. Let's speed it up a little bit. I'm not making everybody sick with moving the camera so much. Let's speed it up a little more. So, I mean, yeah, the train wheels work. I feel like they could be a little bit better. Switch that back to straight. Alright, that's full speed. And it looked like the Boxcar jumped there a little bit. Okay, just to get a audible, not sponsored by Audible, to see the difference in noise. Let's try it without the Boxcar. Okay, full speed. So that's definitely better. They're supposed to be much quieter. So that's all we got for today. The new train wheels are absolutely an improvement. As for how well they're going to stack up against others, we'll have to see. But again, I like the designs of these. I think they're pretty cool. You know, that's a great Boxcar. Look at my Boxcars in comparison. I think these look, you know, a heck of a lot better. And, you know, swapping out the wheels on them would probably help a great deal. And then again, you know, taking out that plate, or the round tile, you know, where the bogey plate goes through, that helps a lot too. So that's it for today. I want to give a huge thanks to the channel members for help keep the lights on here. None of this is sponsored, so yeah, every little bit of extra income definitely helps. Thanks to all the members in Discord. Discord's where I really heard about BlueBrixx for the first time and got interested in them. You know, and I really like some of many of their other sets. Do have reviews on those. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one.